What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Today, I want to talk about ASTI. Tried trading it yesterday, and in the midst of doing so, recognized a familiar pattern, a news catalyst, a gradual nice climb in the charts, and how I was able to capitalize on that today. But before I do, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market. And I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So, that being said, let's just get right into it. So ASTI made a beautiful 11% profit on it this morning. I bought it in 3 accounts, bought 600,000 shares. As you can see in this account, made a little over 1,300. If we go to this account, made almost 1,100. And then if we go to this account, made a little over 800. So in total from purchasing it yesterday, a little less than $3,200 profit today, which was beautiful, man. It did exactly what I anticipated, and I want to get into that. So yesterday, we had this big spike, and if you guys watch my previous videos from yesterday, if you haven't, please go and do so. I tried trading this thing, trying to chase it a little bit in this movement. Bought it here, and then just, I held on to it till it started looking weak, and then I sold it, and sure enough, it did drop off. But it started curling. Now, if you look at the 1 day, 1 year chart, as you can see, we're having this steady grind action. And it's showing a trend right here. And then also you could see, from right here, from when it based on the first green day, gapped up, came back, gapped up again, dropped down, gapped up again. And then when we had this nice pop and a drop, it popped due to some news. So, anytime we have a news catalyst on the day, it has a nice pop like this, because that's a 25% move right here, which is beautiful. So anytime you have a news catalyst, so it says right here, Ascent Solar completes new funding agreement and full settlement of secured promissory note. Again, any kind of news catalyst. It doesn't always work, but if you can notice in the chart, just because it has news doesn't mean something's going to happen. But if it has news and you see a spike like this after the news comes out, that's a good sign, that something could potentially happen. So, I tried trading it here. Kind of left it alone, but then when I seen it still holding this trend, and then I seen this pop in volume. Look at here. So we're having this downward spiral volume, and then we have a pop in volume due to the news, and then another green. So when you see it pop all the way up here and then come back, basically, near the levels where it opened, and just from my experience in watching these things over and over, they typically tend to gap up and pop up. And because we've seen the spike in volume, I've talked about it in previous videos. Anytime we're having this downward spiral and then you see a spike in volume, typically we start having that nice bounce. And then, just noticing on the level 2, this thing was just holding beautifully. And then it tried to drop off here, right towards the end at 12:53. And then it started pushing back up. So already squeezing it back up. So, I was able to capture 600,000 shares, bought 250 in this account, bought 200 in another, and 150 in another, for a total of 600,000 shares. And then, again, man, then when I got up at 6 o'clock this morning, and we were at, the bid and ask was at 510 by 539. So already I was up, roughly about 1,000 total in profit. Which was, probably about like a 3 to 4% gain. And then next thing I know, this jumps up to 5.4. Then this jumps up to 5.4. And so now I'm like, oh, cool. Now I know I'm going to get it. And then when I seen this jump to 5.45, then I was like, okay, we're in the money now. Right before the market opens, and then it jumped up to 5.5, and this jumped up to 5.45. So just noticing the gradual climb. Now, before the market opens, if you watch here on the level 2, if you're seeing it near the close or even the bid less than the close from the previous day, that's a sign of weakness. It's most likely going to drop. But either way, when I do some overnight plays, I get out immediately. I don't have time to wait, because look, as you can see, it opened up here at the 5.5, and then it just dropped 2 minutes later. You know, it's down back to, 495, and then it has a nice bounce. But this would have spooked me out if I'd have just held it and it dropped. I would have sold it for basically a break even. So sold it immediately, capitalized on that nice 11% gain, which was beautiful. Again, indicators, man, we're coming off this downward spiral. We all start noticing that the market is slowly starting to turn back into our favor after all these reds. And then this one, it just isn't flat, it's actually having a nice steady upward trend, and it's maintaining the trend. So if this maintains the trend and it doesn't drop anymore, if you really look at this, if it stays like that and above this area, it's holding that trend. If it closes near there, I might again purchase it for another overnight play because it's showing signs that it most likely might pop again. Now, will it be another 11% gap up? Most likely not. But I still could try to capture, a 5 to 6% gap up, which would be nice. So, just capitalizing again, guys, on the same shit I fucking do every day. And when it works, take my profit. When it don't work, cut my losses, man. It's that simple. But it's recognizing what I'm seeing in the level 2, recognizing what I'm seeing in the chart. Did the news catalyst, provide any type of move? Yes, it did. The news catalyst provided this pop here. Is it maintaining the trend? Did we have an uptick in volume? I mean, look at all the volume was falling off, and then boom, a huge spike in volume. So that tells me it's gonna move in that direction. Whether it's green or red, anytime we have a drop off of volume and a spike, that gives me a good indicator. If it pops up high in the morning and comes down and fades all day, then that tells me we could get, and then especially when you're seeing like a holding, this is pretty much like consolidating between the 4.9s and the 4.6s. If we see some consolidation after a big pop and drop, then it's most likely going to pop again. Sometimes it won't gap up. Sometimes it'll open right here and then have a morning spike. But I like the gap ups because it's just nice and easy for me and I don't have to wait. So that's going to be it for ASTI. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my analysis. Again, man, ASTI 11% profit, nearly $3,200 on the day, which is beautiful to start my day. Having a beautiful week, sticking to what I know, eliminating all that extra trading and just sticking to what I know. It makes it nice and easy for yourself psychologically, emotionally, every aspect, and just, took my L yesterday and bounced back today beautifully. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my analysis. If you made it this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You Can't Stop Mafia is a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. ASTI, man, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Still potential play if it holds those levels. So I will definitely be watching that. I have other plays on my watch that I'm watching as well. And if I decide to play them, I will definitely do a video about it. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I'll be sure to keep you updated as much as possible. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.